Okay, for this question, let's start off without the diode first. Alright, so all we have is a sinusoidal voltage applied across 100 ohms. So of course we are going to get a sinusoidal current, and we know the peak current is going to be 100 volt divided by 100 ohms, so 1 amp. That's the peak current. Okay, now let's stick in the diode. It's an ideal diode, so it's going to completely allow the current to flow in one direction but completely switch it off in the other direction. So let's say that it allows the current to flow during this positive half cycle, and the diode is going to be switched off in the negative half cycles. So instead of the full sinusoidal, what we are going to get is a half sinusoid. Alright, so the current flows for one half positive cycle, and then it's going to be switched off, so no current, and then you get the current again. And the question asks us for the mean current, the average current. So what is the average value for a current that's varying like this? It goes from 0 to 1 to 0, and then 0, and then 0, and then 1, and then 0, and then 0, and then 0. Okay, consider if it's not a sinusoidal kind of shape, but a squarish kind of shape. So let's say there's a current that's of this shape. So it flows, so you got 1 amp half the time, and 0 amp half the time, and 1 amp half the time, and then 0 amp half the time. What would be the average current for this waveform here? Is 1 half the time and 0 half the time. So the average current is 0.5 amps, right? If is this waveform. But our waveform is not the green one, it's the blue one. So the blue one is always smaller than the green one, right? I mean, except when they are both zeros or when it's the peak here. But there are times when the blue one is below the green one. So the average current for the blue one is going to be less than 0.5 amps. Convinced? Yep, that's the answer. Ta-ta.